How dare you phone? This is the first thing people hear. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the greatest talk show of the universe, where I just took a bunch of random PNGs that I found on the internet that were already transparent that I was too lazy to do anything with and just slapped them right behind me. This is the kind of content you can expect on my channel. And today, I am joined by a lovely person. A lovely chinchilla, you might say. You might even say she's so big that she's a Chinzillah.
Rar. It's me.
Oh my god, that was too perfect. I don't know if you were watching what I was doing, but I just perfectly timed that. I am a fucking genius. By the way, Chinzillah, why don't you just introduce yourself to my audience?
Well, hello, everybody. I'm Chinzillah. I am a variety streamer. I live on the East Coast, so whenever I say, hey, I stream 7 to 9, it's Eastern Standard Time. Big RPG nerd, and I love chinchillas. I've had 4 chinchillas throughout my life. Unfortunately, all are no longer with us, but they have made a huge impact on my life, obviously. And, I don't know, that's a little bit about me. I'll save the rest to be just a tiny bit mysterious. He doesn't like being just a tiny bit mysterious.
Mysterious, huh? I can look at your character and go like, they're kind of a valley girl. You have big ears, they're pink. Also, anytime they're on stream, they'll have this moment at random points where they'll be looking up to the right, mouth wide open, like if they're thinking about something delicious or very entertaining. It's like, no thoughts, head empty meme.
To me, that's my concentration phase, man. Don't judge. Sometimes you gotta hang your mouth open, become a mouth breather in order to think.
The thing is that you weren't even concentrating for a second. You were walking around in the middle of like some city in Lost Ark.
Alright, hold on. If I was playing Lost Ark, I was probably sick for like the last month and a half.
This was the first stream of Lost Ark.
I was super sick.
Okay, never mind that. You have an excuse for that one. But what about Monster Hunter?
Oh, that's concentration phase. Like, straight up, I am focusing because I'm.
You had one while you were just walking around in that little town-ish area. I'm not gonna lie, Monster Hunter like super disinterests me. I do not know anything about it. It's like
right.
I played it for like, unironically, I played Monster Hunter for like 2 hours, and I got it for free. Right, I wanted my money back.
It's rude. Monster Hunter is a great game.
I was insulted by my time being wasted.
Clearly not a man of culture here. Don't worry, I'll teach you about culture, aka Monster. By being really bad at it.
The thing of like Monster Hunter is like, oh yeah, I just want to hunt monsters and other. I am sitting through thousands of cutscenes.
Well, yeah. Like any RPG, you gotta build the lore.
It's like I want to build a lore, but I don't want to have to press the A button 30,000 times. And it's like, I know everyone likes the animations for the cooking. It's like, oh, that's fine for like the first 3 times. Like, how does everyone sit through this every single time? I've watched a Monster Hunter stream. Every time they get back, it's like, yeah, I gotta watch the exact same cooking animation again because they always order the exact same thing. And it's like some sort of shish kebab thing that looks like it's generic anime ice cream.
It's actually quite bland. I've made them in real life, and they're quite bland. I made them for a Monster Hunter party. That's how serious I was when this game came out. But they can skip that cutscene. If they're making you watch it every time like I do, they're there to punish you.
It's like, oh yeah, it's so fun to watch this exact same cutscene every single time. And the thing is, like, only thing I can think about is like, you guys are so focused on the flair and making it look cool to make it. It's like, I know for a fact your fucking food's bland. Get the fuck out of my store.
Oh my goodness. I mean, It's fun. I'm mostly there for the cute cat animations. I think they're adorable.
Things can be cute, but it's like I am here for two things in a video game: story and gameplay, and you need at least one of those for me to keep my interest.
All right, I'm gonna challenge you on that one. If you're here for story, why do you get sick of cutting through all the story?
Because it's uninteresting.
I will call you out on that. I'm into story.
This is like
but I, also
I
wanna
sat
skip
through the
story.
first. I sat through like the first few cutscenes, and I was like, well, I am completely bored. This is generic anime dialogue. I know everything they're going to say before they say it, so I'm just going to skip.
Fair, fair.
Yeah, so if it's that level, you need to save yourself by the gameplay. But it's like you're hiding the gameplay through the paywall of time. I'm going to turn 30 before I even get to a boss.
Hey man, don't hate on 30. 30s are great.
I'm
Finally got your
23.
shit together.
That's a long time to be playing Monster
Look
Hunter.
forward to it. Play some Monster Hunter. Get to 30. Level up.
I think I should. I forgot this entire time. I've never introduced myself to your audience.
Yeah.
All
We need
right.
to build some more.
Well, I actually do have a lore bit for the midpoint of this. The questions I'll be asking you will pertain to how we've met, and how we met is always going to be the same, which is how did you die?
How did I die?
Exactly.
Let's discover that together because I don't know how I died.
So, everyone in Chinzillah stream, I am VLuke Xiao on Twitch. Just call me Xiao. I am a virtual demon. I'm actually fairly high ranking in the army. This form is actually the form you'll be seeing the most while you're on contracts with me. For I am your personal guard for as long as you uphold your side of the contract. And
What happens if I forget the contract?
well, if you violate the contract, which is like, okay, the most common violation of the contract is you do something I very much disagree with.
Sounds like I do that by playing.
The stipulations in the most common stipulations in the contract is that one, you cannot kill children, you cannot kill absolute innocent that might draw attention to you, and no matter what, do not piss off your guard because your guard is the ultimate judge on whether or not if you violated your contract, and whether or not if they think your morals are going a bit too far.
Alright.
They're essentially both your greatest guardian and your greatest police. Also, they cook for you.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's like they essentially I am there to take care of you, but I also have to kill people for me. So any people I kill do not count to your kill count. You have to get to your kill count.
I have to kill people?
Yes. Well, okay,
No.
so to
This
explain
seems to go
it,
directly against the contract that you
the
just explained.
contract is you can't do things that I don't like, which is kill children.
Okay, that's fair.
Zhao has a very loose moral mindset, so it's really difficult. Like, unless you're truly despicable, you're not gonna tick him off.
Well, I was
So I
about
was
to
like-
ask how you feel about spiders, because I will kill those.
I don't care.
Okay, that's good. Actually, I stand corrected. I don't kill spiders, I send Scruffy to kill spiders.
That's a murderer! Yeah, but it's like, when you die, like, just to give like a little explanation of what happens. When you die, you see the demon you see Demon Zhao. He'll be sitting on a desk, and he'll like, very annoyingly seats, and he was like, "Hello, I know how you died. You're very shocked. I get it. Can we just get on with it?"
This sounds like the intro to The Good Place. Have you watched that show?
Nope.
You should definitely watch that show.
Yeah, but it's like, it's either gonna go that way, or he's gonna be very smug about it and say like, you are amongst only a few thousand that have been chosen to take out this very interesting task. And it's like, once it gets to the contract stipulations are pretty much, I will revive you back to life in exchange for 50 souls. And also in exchange, you'll be given one wish of your truest desire.
Is immortality on the table?
No. That magic does not exist. You're only immortal when you're dead.
Okay. Alright, I see the loophole.
Yeah. It's like, we literally cannot grant you wishes that are not possible.
Alright, fair. That seems fair.
Yeah.
Reasonable, even.
Yeah, I think it's fairly reasonable. You get, like, you don't just get back to life, you also get granted one wish of your truest desire.
$1 million.
Unironically, they'll be like, okay, bet. Once you kill 50 people, we'll give you $1 million.
And that's not even worth much anymore, but it's too quotable.
Exactly. I will kill 50 people for $1 million.
Exactly. I need the leap motion so I can do the hand. Sad.
I thought about buying Leap Motion. Like, if I really wanted to, I could buy Leap Motion right the fuck now.
Yeah, same. I just haven't done it.
The thing is that, like, I'm lazy, and even though it's like, oh, I just need to press a button in VC face, I'm just not going to do it. And also, it's a bit of a financial investment.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's an investment.
It's like, what am I going to do? Just shake my hands on stream all the time? I play video games.
People are gonna see me rubbing my eyes. Do I really want to break the immersion?
People are going to just see me fuck around with my nose.
Oh, these are things we never want to reveal.
I don't care if people see me rub around, fuck with my nose. They're like, yeah, I'm just rubbing my nose, I'm not picking it. The only time I pick my nose is when, for some reason, there's that sharp booger that never seems to get the fuck out of your nose.
Well, you know what they say. You can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't pick your friend's nose.
I hope you know I'm staring at you right the fuck now. Because you do not know how wrong you are.
Well, I personally have never broken this rule.
Honey, I have broken so many rules I can't count.
You are a demon. I am not.
Listen, my demon lore is so much nicer than everybody. It's like, oh, we're all jokesters, we're all criminals. It's like, how dare you slander the good name of demon culture?
You really need to watch The Good Place. I implore you to watch at least, like, the first season.
By the way, I do want to make this tradition. Do your best evil villain voice.
I don't know if I can do that. Well, okay, give me a line. I need a line.
You think you can stop me? Me, the greatest chinchilla to ever exist in all of reality? In all of existence? You make me laugh, you pathetic pleb.
My God. Wish me luck remembering all that. Come on now.
I don't expect you to do it all. I expect you to get some of the sass. I am looking away from you now in anticipation.
I've already forgotten half of this line that you wanted to say.
Oh, okay, I'll change it. Oh, you're so pathetic. Runs like you do not have mothers.
Alright, let me try it. Oh, you're so pathetic. How dare you cross me, the great Chinzillah? That's all I could come up with. This is my future as a voice actor.
People tell me all the time, oh, you should be a voice actor, Jacques. You should be a voice actor. I was like,
I should not.
By what? Why? Why should I be a voice actor? Just because I love doing a really bad villain impression?
I definitely have no business being a voice actor. I've accepted this, I'm okay with it, and I have other talents. experience. We'll just leave it at that. I know my limits, but that's it. You guys have experienced my one attempt at being a voice actor.
There is one question I really want to get to just because it's so funny, and I put this in your DMs. Why Skyrim horse?
We're getting into the meat of it already. Freaking Skyrim. Okay. Horse is here, and he's like, oh boy, here we go. So Skyrim horse man. Okay.
Wait, did you say Skyrim was like, oh boy, here we go?
Oh my god, he's heard this rant so many times. Literally every time that we would watch a game, show, releases, whatever, and they would re-release Skyrim, I would be like, for crying out loud, more Skyrim? This is not news. Instantly triggered. How does a game get re-released so many times over so many years and still have horses that can climb a freaking 85-degree angle? This is not realistic.
Because it's the Chad horse.
It's apparently a Chad horse because its ass can float while its top legs and
I forgot,
face
there's a different
flip
Chad
into
horse.
a mountain.
This is a Sigma horse. This horse there's actually, I forgot his name, but I'm going to call him Nightomir. There's a dark horse that literally can't die.
Well, apparently it can't die because its face can clip inside of a mountain and be fine on the other side. So
yeah, but it's like the Giga Sigma horse. I'll call Nightmare. You could hit that thing with a fucking bazooka and it won't die, and will climb a mountain better than any fucking horse ever will.
Unless it's a Skyrim horse. Nothing can climb a mountain better than a Skyrim horse.
That is a Skyrim horse I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, my mistake. All I gotta say is if you are lost, like if you are in some kind of movie scenario where you are
what's
lost
funny, though?
in the mountains, all you need is a Skyrim horse.
Did you know that they set a height cap for Skyrim horse travel?
They had to. Because they can basically fly.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because I was like, so horses can climb mountains, right? What if I climbed this mountain? Did not work. Did not work. I lost Scudderbutt that day.
Oh no.
I didn't care about him too much. I paid only like 1,000 gold. I was fucking, actually I forgot what was that? I just remember I felt like too bougie to care about that fucking horse.
Can't go wrong with a bougie horse.
Yeah. Also, there's too many fucking variants of horses in Skyrim. That's the thing I actually hate about it. So, obviously you only know the surface level, but there is a normal horse. There's Nightomir that's not his name, but I call him that. And then there's the magic horse.
Magic horse? What
You
could be
can
more
conjure
magical than...
You can conjure a skeleton horse.
Does the skeleton horse have any other special climbing
Nope.
powers?
It's the same.
No?
It's just a normal Skyrim horse that's a skeleton. And what's funny is that it has the same conjuration of 180 seconds, but that is completely negated while travel. So you just have a horse that doesn't go away until you get off of it. And it's like, it's the most pointless thing they ever put in Skyrim.
Skyrim has a lot of things that trigger me. That one's pretty low on my list.
Well, is like the last time I said why you hate Skyrim, you only talked about the horses.
There's so much more, but some of it gets kind of technical, so I don't know how technical we want to get.
Did you not read the other question? It literally asked about your experience in the animation industry.
Yeah.
That's pretty technical, isn't it?
It does get pretty technical. We can dive into it. I'm happy to dive into it. But
honestly, I
there are
don't
some
know.
technical aspects.
It's like a part of me kind of regrets putting that question in there because like that question could easily take up a podcast of its own. That is a bridge burner of a question.
Well, I'll be honest. My career in the animation business was very short because I got into it during the well, God, how many recessions have we had? The like early 2000s recession, and it was not a viable industry to pursue at that time. So it was very short lived. Thank you, recessions. But I'm happy to share what that experience was like, what training for it was like, all the good stuff.
Oh, I'm just imagining it's just like I got like 1 week of animation training. You're sitting on the beaches of animation Normandy, and you're told to survive off of paper clips and chew pips.
No, it's exposure that you're supposed to pay the bills with.
All right, like back then it was true. Back then it truly was just an exposure culture, wasn't it?
Oh yes, it was just like, here, please take this job for either no or little money, but it'll look great on your resume, and you're like, that's great. That will definitely pay rent.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I worked for Studio Ghibli, but I got paid like 3 cents and a soda.
Yeah, I worked for this really popular studio, but I'm also malnourished.
I lost like, your friends are like, dude, you look like a fucking skeleton. What happened to you? Oh, I just worked for Studio Trigger.
Yes. I'm just dirty and malnourished now. But look at my resume. Doesn't it look great?
Yeah, it's like I worked for the people that made Kill la Kill, dude. That's gonna look great. That's gonna look great on my resume, dude. I'm gonna get hired at Disney.
Someday I'll get paid. I don't know when, but it'll happen.
Yeah, it's like,
no.
It's like I love the fact that it's a meme that artists never worked for exposure. Don't ever ask them. It's like, get a fucking time machine, bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. No, I the only contract I had was actually post production. I worked for a part of IMAX. So sorry guys, you cannot dox me by pulling up some DVD credits. It's just not happening. You're gonna have to find a time machine and watch a Harry Potter movie in IMAX.
I just like to imagine, like, if you work credits, it'd just be Chinzillah.
Chinzillah, exactly. First name Chin, last name Zilla.
Yeah, it's just like the lead VFX artist, Chinzillah.
Oh my gosh. Nope, it's not gonna happen. Sorry, guys. No, I did post-production for a Harry Potter movie. It was a lot of fun. And
hello, Booty Karma really... VT. How's your day poppin'?
It was very enlightening. I'm not gonna lie. When I first got hired
why did I say booty? That's bloody. No, please go on.
Okay. When I first got hired on, they actually asked half of us to take a night shift. So they actually had people working like all day and all night. It was a 24/7 operation. You know how they say crunch those devs and crunch those animators? Like they're not lying. Deadline's a deadline. If there's one thing you learn in any kind of game development or animation industry, it's you learn to respect a deadline. And you hire as many people as you need to get there, or in some cases, get close enough. So in our case, we had people working all day and all night. That was frightening. So much just redoing the same thing. I learned to have a burning, fiery hatred for Dumbledore by the end of that contract, and his stray hairs. That man and his messy hair was the bane of my existence. But it was
also, bloody karma, go the fuck to sleep.
Yes.
It's 2 a.m. for you.
You need sleep. Bro. Or at least use it for background noise. I mean, who doesn't use
I absolutely do that. I definitely do that. Nah, I've
Saturday
been
night.
sorting debut stuff out. Fair enough. Fair enough. You got me this time, bloody karma. You got me this time.
Oh my goodness. But yes, Twitch is good for that. I can appreciate late night Twitch.
The only thing I don't like is that, like, when I found out that I didn't get caught in a raid cycle.
In a what cycle?
So, okay. The first streamer you'll watch raids somebody while you're asleep, and then that person raids another person, and it keeps going and it keeps going and it keeps going.
Yes. I love it when that happens to me and like I started with a nice chill, comfy streamer and you know, they were able to lull me into dreamland and then we raid into a chaotic streamer and I'm like, "Oh my god."
I do
Sleep
appreciate your
was
company,
nice.
and I do appreciate that you decided to look for the small boys. Thank you so much, Bloody Karma. But please sleep when you can.
Sleep good. Sleep good.
Also, if you're looking for polite, okay. Let me just pull up the text I had a second ago. Nutting to death.
Ew. What a horrible death.
No, that's like the best death ever. It's like, if you are orgasming to death, is there really a downside? Because you're just feeling pleasure until till the moment your lights are out.
Maybe it's different for both. I don't know. That
That's fair. That's fair. I don't know anything about girls. And apparently, girls also don't know anything about penises either. At least what I seen from like VTuber clips, I remember seeing just spit some nonsense about male genitalia.
I mean, I'm not gonna claim to be an expert. This is something I am not an expert.
I honestly thought with like how many women like get D pics a D pic every 3 seconds, that they would have like by osmosis almost know more about penises than me.
I mean,
And I'm bisexual.
I've managed to dodge that problem my entire life by having quality people in my life. So I've managed to dodge that completely, at least to my personal text messages.
Always avoid the lewd, or else you will find the D.
Nope. The hardest of passes.
Yeah, it's the hardest of passes. I have gotten so close to that, by the way.
Nope.
It's
I've
like,
dodged it.
I sometimes I'll like actively pretend to be a woman on Twitter, just because like I'm just being the character really. And
it's not bad being part of a whammy.
yeah, it's not bad. Oh, I just realized Bloody Karma has a question for you. A question for Chinzillah, if possible. And I apologize if it was covered previously while I wasn't here. Assuming you didn't have developed model, sorry. Do you have any aspirations for further development of your character / model? And if so, what is your end / dream goal to reach in regards of your avatar? That kind of pertains to one of the questions I actually did have, I think. Yeah, it was super simplified saying why VTuber.
Well, we can cover both. So honestly, why VTuber will start to answer your question, Bloody Karma. Not gonna lie. Why?
By the way, good fucking question, Bloody Karma. Thank you.
Yeah, excellent question. It will segue nicely into this. So why VTuber? Having that experience in animation was a lot of fun, and it was really unfortunate circumstances that I had to leave the animation industry, but it had to be done. But it doesn't mean that I didn't enjoy it and that I don't want to keep it around in my life. I started streaming in April of 2020,
Why didn't
and
I
I
turn off
fell
my fan?
off because
I'm sorry about that,
I
people.
hate putting on makeup. I hate dealing with lighting. I hate dealing with everything that has to do with a webcam. Super annoying. And when I discovered VTubing, I was like, hold up. I cannot have to deal with wearing makeup all the time, and I cannot have to deal with lighting and all of the annoying parts of streaming. That's awesome. And just to boot, I can also blow all the dust off of my 3D animation skills. So this will actually segue into your question, Bloody Karma. Do I intend on, further developing my model? Absolutely. What I have today is definitely a Vroid model, which has been a great way to get into VTubing without investing hundreds of hours into modeling, rigging, and texturing.
I have a question actually about that.
Sorry, come again?
I have a question about that actually, because it's actually been scratching the back of my head for so long. Why is it just a default shirt?
Because I liked it. Looked warm.
Okay, it was like, it bothered me for so long. It was just like, oh, you have an animation background, and it's like, oh, you chose like a default shirt. It's like, that's literally what nobody does anymore when they have options. It's like, I have a personal texturist. Like, let me pull this out real quick for the audience. There it is. This is... Oh, I need to open up my window so I can find their name so I can spam the link in my chat. Because they're actually working on my new model, actually. Well, they're not working on the model, but they're working on the textures for it. But yeah, I told them to... Go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead.
I told them to make this after a Chinese dress that I found while looking around. I was like, this is completely Tracy Lee. This is completely Tracy. And then that's how I found them. Because I was like, I really just want to pay a texturist some money to make this shit, man. And ever since I was actually their first commissioner, and ever since, they've just been making bank off of this.
Nice.
This is from Bloody Karma. Your reasoning isn't different from mine. I am non-binary and find presenting myself online uncomfortable, since I am uncomfortable with how I look. I choose to have a model because I enjoy having a physical representation of myself. I'm fortunate enough to reach the point where I can debut March 13th. Alright, spam me on Twitter, I'll be there. But reaching that point has made me curious as to the motivations and drive behind other members of the community.
Well, the other part of it too, Bloody Karma, is this was a quote that one of my teachers said when I was in college, and it stuck with me. He said, animators are actors who do not want to be in front of the camera. And I would agree with that. Like, I love the idea of being an entertainer. I don't like being in front of a camera. I really don't. It just makes me uncomfortable. And I can be myself so much more as a VTuber than I ever could be with a webcam. Like, Zhao, if you would have asked me to pretend to be an evil villain and do voice acting, if my webcam was on, I would have been like, nah, literally never.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of the same way. I don't like the idea of having the webcam constantly look on me, because it's like, I also am not all that satisfied with how I look too.
Is anyone though?
I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people. Okay. I work at a car dealership, dude.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Salespeople can usually be pretty confident.
Exactly. That link is to my texturist, Bloody Karma. I don't know if you're 3D. I said earlier that I was gonna put the link in chat because I mentioned them. Also, they're generally nice. Like, they dealt with my bullshit. They charge so little. They charge so fucking little.
So little, so good. No, I confess, when it came to 3D, so there's so much that goes behind 3D animation.
Mm-hmm.
And when I went to school, we were basically trained to be a generalist, and the college that I went to did not offer a specialization, which I wish it did, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but when I learned 3D, I learned just a little bit enough about everything to be deadly. Learn enough to be able to learn more, I guess. And out of everything, I found that texturing was the thing that I did the worst. I was not good at working at texture maps. It just confused me and it never came out good. So, you ask why am I using the default shirt? One, it's something I would wear in real life, like 100% if the shirt existed. It would have to be longer though. I'm sorry, I'm not rocking a crop top. I'm too old for that. But I
I've
would
seen
definitely wear
people
this
in
in
their
real life.
in their
Hmm?
40s rock a crop top and have that nice toned
Not
belly.
40. Not there yet.
I was
Come on.
saying an age above yours to give you confidence because that person
Uh,
was 40.
okay. Well, maybe in my 40s I'll stop caring and be like, fuck it, crop tops.
Oh, when you're in
Who
your
knows?
50s, you stop caring altogether and have orgies.
Nope. I can't see it, but I'm also not
You
50,
can't
so
you can't see it, but it's like the moment someone puts you in like a retirement community, it's like that's all that ever happens that I ever hear about.
hold on. How old do you think people are in retirement communities?
Really fucking old.
I
It's like
got I got some
I
news for you.
mm,
Most people can't retire until they're 65, which means they're not in retirement communities.
no, it's like there's actual like old people retirement communities. Like, uh, they you're not allowed to drive a car. You're only allowed to drive like a golf cart in that area, and it's just like everybody that's like super fucking old.
Wow. Well,
And it's like
I
I pass through there. I talk to like the guy at the gas station. I don't pass through the neighborhood. I pass around it, and the guy at the gas station says like, "Yeah, those old people, they be getting it down. They be getting it down hard."
yikes. That's
Also,
a
phone.
yikes.
Why are you? Why is everyone? Well, every platform is buzzing my phone.
Come
There we
on,
go.
do not disturb mode.
The thing is that like some phones do not disturb is harder to find, so you just put it on vibrate.
Fair. Fair.
I have like a Motorola phone.
Oh, nice. Indestructible.
Is it?
I feel like they are. Well, okay, I'm thinking of maybe the old ones that
Motorola
weren't
will tweet.
indestructible.
I'll definitely look at that.
Fun. But yeah, I'm super excited for one day my model to be much more developed. I will probably stick with 3D. I thought about just messing around with live 2D just for the sake of messing around with it, just to have alternate models, but I think my main model will always be 3D because VC face is just too much fun and you can really get like those Pixar looking mouth expressions and stuff like that. And I'll never get over that. Like it's just so much
Yeah, it's
fun.
like even with like VTuber videos, I find it so weird. It's like people are saying like there's so many disadvantages to VC face, but it's like as long also Bloody Karma, thank you for the follow. Please tell me your true heart's desire. Uh,
Me too.
hmm?
It said tell me too.
Oh yeah, I'll read out your heart's desire to Chinzillah too.
I have your chat up. I'm good.
Oh good, okay. I forgot
I'm
if
a responsible guest.
no, you're not.
Oh, okay, just kidding.
You literally quite told me how scatterbrained you were,
Well,
and
that's just how
and
I
I
am.
thought like my way of working was scatterbrained. Apparently, according to you, your words, I am very organized and well planned.
Hey, I can. Okay, so when I am in work mode, I am very organized and well planned. When I
That's
check out at
different
5
though.
p.m., I just let my brain go out the door. It's just like, leave that at work. Brain goes
I do not
here.
remember turning on eyebrow
Now
tracking.
the vibes come out. That's it. No thoughts, only vibes.
Yeah, but it's like I I think actually now that you've asked Chinzillah, it makes me jealous. I kind of want to talk about myself because my narcissism is triggering.
Do it.
So, with my journey of a model, it's like I actually said this a long time ago when people said, "Would you ever change your model to something else?" And it's like, no, because my model's actually, and I have always kind of written about myself in very metaphorical ways, and my model is just straight up me, but weird, and violent, and crazy. Uh, I remember my sister. I said, "Yeah." So, my character, he is narcissistic. Uh, he has, he is secretly has a kind heart. Oh, what's this? This is their desire. I desire to be what the stepping stone for those around me to introduce those who I know to be talented to those who may look past them without giving them a chance. They deserve. My brain works so weird with reading. I hope that they, in return, will not forget me. That should they find the success I know my friends deserve.
Bloody, you are one of my people. Honestly, you just listed out one of the reasons why I continue to stream. My original reason for streaming was actually
A
pretty
mantra to
random,
live by, according,
but
according to Bloody.
yep, this is pretty much how I live my life. You know, if I can help boost up other people, that's amazing. That is a good thing to do. Keep me in mind when you succeed.
Bloody. Do you know what that translates to? It translates to clout!
Oh no.
Your wish is to be the ultimate clout generator. So you can be abused by your friends.
Oh no. Taken advantage of. Alahobia, hello.
Yeah, I was like, ever since you started talking, I was like, oh, I have this idea. I am going to say it. I need to say it now. Oh, yeah, by the way, cultured question. I don't know if you will answer this one.
No?
As
Okay.
as I said before, you're free to redact any, veto anything I ask.
All right.
Booba, thighs, butt, or armpits?
I feel like this question is mostly directed to those who might be into booba.
The thing is that, like, it's
However-
not like a question where I'm expecting you to say booba. I was like, this is unironic. I am an ass man with booba.
Well, you can only pick one. I thought we.
So
were
if I
supposed
had to
pick
pick one, well, okay, obviously it's pick one, but if I had to pick one, it's ass.
All right. Alahobia, you're always welcome to message. I may type back depending on if I'm mid sentence. But for me, Zhao, I'm gonna have to pick ass because honestly, a nice butt on a guy is so rare, and it's something worth appreciating.
Yeah.
You know? Can we agree that everyone talks about like, oh, a girl has a great ass, yada yada yada. It's so common, okay? So common. How often do you see a great guy's ass? So rare.
Every
It's so
time
rare
I
and it
pull
should
up
be
my favorite tags.
So that is my final answer. It is something that needs to be recognized and appreciated, and let's have all the guys in the world know we know.
Yes, everyone.
We notice that warm
Hashtag man
blanket.
ass. Hashtag man ass.
Yeah, hashtag man ass, please.
I was just splitting, like I said.
Bloody Karma, you can find me on Twitter
Oh yeah, Bloody
as
Karma, because you're
Chinzillah,
also
but
a
with an H at
VTuber.
the end.
Bloody Karma, considering that you're also a VTuber, that actually qualifies you to whenever you want. Just hit me up in DMs on Twitter, for as to be a talk show guest, here.
That was a great guy. You know, he one of the most friendly people I've ever met. Here, I'm going to help your narcissism. Okay, let me just boost you up here a little bit. You know, I came into the VTuber community knowing literally no one. I was just like on TikTok and I said, hey, this looks fun. And I did it. I did not know what a debut was. I just YOLO went for it.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, people like Zhao was just like, hey, here's this new VTuber I've literally never heard of. And just welcomed me in with open arms, even though I literally broke all the rules and did nothing right. As I watch other people properly VTube, I'm like, wow, I could have went about this way better, but whatever.
You think I've been following the rules?
You live to break them, I'm sure.
I live to accidentally break every single rule I do not know of. It's like, I will go on Twitter one day. I'll post I'll reply to a tweet to somebody I never met before, and apparently I broke some rule I just never knew about. I just like I get in light trouble with somebody.
That's a thing. How have I not gotten in trouble? I don't know Twitter rules. For the longest time, I did not know how Twitter worked. I was just like, what do people tweet about? Like, do I tweet about my latest bowel movement? Is that a thing? I have no idea how to use this.
I have thought about doing that because that shit's fucking funny. But due to, like, redacted content creator, I feel like it's inappropriate to talk about it. To go like, yo, I just had the fattest fucking shit. Oh my god, it felt so fucking good. I can tell you right now, that is great to come out of me.
Alright, so when I worked in a high-stress job, I used to obviously camp in the bathroom. That's like the only time where you had any amount of peace. Mm-hmm. And I absolutely downloaded an app that would time how much time I had spent in the bathroom and how much money I made wasting time in the bathroom. Like, this is what you do when you get to a certain age. You're like, how much money did I make this year in the bathroom?
Yes, let me min-max my bathroom time.
100%. This is what you do. This is peak adulting, everyone.
Yeah, you have to debut first. I was saying you have to, like, after you debut, you feel free to ask to come on my talk show.
And
I will almost always say yes.
I don't remember how much money I made that year pooping, but I tracked it. It was just long enough ago that I had like many phones since then, and I don't remember. But it was a fun experiment. I encourage everyone to try it. It's a good commitment.
It sounds like a very interesting commitment.
Alahobia, do it. Do it now. I will start tracking again. We could have weekly check-ins, and we'll just keep it vague so everyone's like, what are they talking about?
The thing, okay, actually, that reminds me. What the fuck is that Wordle shit? I more than just you have been doing Wordle on Twitter, and I was like, what the fuck?
You don't know Wordle?
No.
Oh, man, you're missing
I
out.
straight up asked you, what the fuck is Wordle? On Twitter. And your response is like, I guess you'll have to find out. I'm like, I'm at work, bitch. I'm not gonna find out shit.
Right. Wordle's fun.
I call everyone bitch, don't worry. It's almost a term of endearment for me.
Just Google Wordle. And basically what it is you have, six attempts to guess the word. And that's why the tweets never have any context to it, because the unwritten rule is you don't tell people what the word is. You just tell them how many guesses it took you to get there. So
I wasn't expecting to get a word. I was just expecting to get like, well, what's this? It might be fun. I don't know.
It is fun. It's a lot of fun. Me and Scruffy plays, so it'll be like if I did it first and he saw that I got it in like, 6 guesses, then he knows that it's a tough one. So he's going to be like, well, hold on, can I do it in less than 6 guesses? And vice versa. If I see that he got a word in like 3 guesses, I'm like, oh shit, I better get on that. Can I get it in 3 guesses too? Because like if I get in less than 3, that's like a downright miracle. But it's a lot of fun. There's all these debates on what the ideal starting word is, because for every letter that you try and it's not a part of the word, it will gray it out, so you know that that letter is not a part of the word. And so you just kind of keep on guessing and eliminating letters that don't apply. It's a lot of fun. There's only 1 word per day, and it resets every day, and everyone in the world is guessing the same word.
Okay, now that just sounds even more... Now that's actually starting to sound boomery.
Rude. Super
Isn't
rude.
Is it rude
It's
if you
the
call
cool
yourself
thing.
boomer?
It's the cool thing. You said I'm not the only one who tweets about it. It's not just
I
boomers.
know. You are right. I did say that.
Yeah.
I did say that.
You better get on the bandwagon.
I'm not getting on that fucking bandwagon. Oh my god. Have you seen my Actually, I haven't seen my fail rate with Danganronpa investigations.
Well, this might help.
No, it won't.
No, I tried.
Yeah, you tried. Like, you'll absolutely try and fail to get me back into Monster Hunter.
Sorry, you cut out there.
You'll absolutely try and fail to get me into Monster Hunter.
I am not going to twist anyone's arm to play any game. I am here to play games.
I will only play a game I hate if it's with the homies.
Oh wait, I'm lying. I will twist people's arm to play Final Fantasy 14. That's a lie. So many of my real life friends are
You
like,
won't ever push me.
I am a living version of their ads. Have you heard about the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy 14? That's me.
Wait, do you have that commercial memorized?
No, but I should at this point.
I'm gonna make a guess, right? I it's absolutely gonna be wrong, but I'm gonna just do it in like a villainy voice the whole time.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the greatest game, Final Fantasy 14? It has 30,000 characters, 3 million players, 13 billion downloads. How have you not played this game? It has a fantastic story that made me cry, and oh my god, have you looked at this bitch's thighs? Have you seen the holy ass?
Alright, I will say the Warrior of Light does have a tremendously accurate representation of like
The dump truck?
ideal man. No. And like with every expansion, he just gets better, like a fine wine. It's amazing. So like you look at him in the original Final Fantasy 14, and you're like, oh, kind of looks like a kid. And then you get into like Stormblood, and you're like, hey, he's got some facial hair. I love Scruff. Scruff is great.
And then you find out he's 13.
Scruffy man. And he just keeps getting scruffier and more rugged, and you're like, wow, Square Enix, you got your main characters figured out.
Square Enix, I keep forgetting that Final Fantasy is made by Square Enix. They're such a hit or miss company for me.
That's ever since they became Square Enix. When they were Square Soft, that was like peak RPGs.
I will tell you one thing. I hate the fuck out of JRPGs.
We can't be friends anymore.
The thing is that, like, none of them are creative. They all use the same combat system.
That's not... Well, okay, in the day, sure, they all had the I'll kill you by menus. But I personally liked that. There is a certain amount of skill of being able to go through those menus as quickly
I
as
have played a no game JRPG that actually has, like, unironically a really interesting way of combat, and that's because it straight up broke RPG Maker, because instead of having it be a menu, You actually stab. You actually stab bitches. Like, yeah, you're still a pixelated character, but you're stabbing bitches. Well, obviously you wouldn't know what it is because it's like a no-no game.
It's a no-no game. Okay, well,
yeah,
I don't know. I
yeah,
mean,
you.
action
I don't.
RPGs. You can always go with action RPGs. Like, have you played Secret of Mana?
No.
That is Square Soft, and it was for the Super Nintendo. It was an action RPG.
There's two things I don't touch: JRPGs. Actually, three actually. JRPGs, Nintendo, and top-down shooters.
I mean, any shooter is not my jam. Not gonna lie. If it requires me to aim, it's gonna be a bad time.
Listen, this is the only reason why I want to play Apex with you.
That will be a chaos stream.
And I will love every single moment.
I will be having. Losing.
Dude, I also suck.
Okay, well then we'll be the perfect team.
I have like only three chicken dinners out of like several hours.
I don't even know what that means. What does it mean?
Winner chicken dinner.
Oh, winner. Then I missed that reference.
It's like, oh my god, you're not just a boomer, you're an omega boomer.
I'm an uncultured internet boomer, I guess. I don't know.
Well, I can't say uncultured because you're part of the ass nation now.
And I'm also part of the Wordle nation.
We do not talk about that sinful, disgraceful nation.
It builds your vocabulary.
How can you be this rude?
Not rude.
It's like, we talked for like so long, it's like, I can't believe you built your vocabulary.
I'm just here to help everyone
it's
get
like,
smarter and better.
I didn't even come here to roast you. I was like, let me invite a homie. Which homie I'll count? Okay, I'll see if Chinzillah and Caddy Amari are open. Because Caddy missed the last group collab. Why not invite her to another collab? She couldn't make it. And you said yes.
You're stuck with leftovers, aka me.
No, you're both the main course.
Aww.
Only that Katie Chef said no.
Fair. Well, I appreciate you inviting me to this. This has been a lot of fun. I feel like we got to know each other a little bit better. I'm gonna tease you about hating JRPGs though. That's a thing now.
I fully expect that, as I will. Actually, what can I tease you about again, other than being a potato brain?
Knowing my poop salary.
Yes. It's like, hey, how much poop did you make this quarter?
I need to get the app again.
I'll just like pop up into your streams. It's like, instead of like, hey, how's it pop? It's like, hey, how was your poop this quarter?
No, it's how's it pooping?
Yeah. Did you take a mean shit? It took like 13 minutes. Did you make like $1,500?
Well, geez, I'm not gonna tell you guys how long my poops are. That's gonna give you a hint to my salary. That's private information.
Yeah, that's private information. You can't touch it, people.
Yeah.
Just as you can't see what kind of generic city picture I put behind me. Because I put these stupid blinds behind it.
Yeah, now I'm trying to see which generic city that might be.
I didn't even know what city it is. It's just like, I typed in dark city, and I was like, well, I don't want one that's like actually really dark and decrepit. I just want...
It looks rainy.
It's actually not rainy in the picture. It's actually rather clear. It's actually really high resolution. It's like almost 4K.
Ooh, schmancy.
Yeah, it's like I had to resize it
just enough that no one's gonna recognize their picture being used on your screen.
I think it's New York because I think I recognize that building.
I don't know. I'm Canadian. I've only lived in the U.S. for
Hey, I'm sorry,
a long time.
Bonjour. I don't know the French words.
I don't know the French words either.
Yeah, I'm from Montreal. My name is Stephane.
How's it going, eh?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. Just had like a decent ale from the pub, 3 doors down.
Getting a 2-4 Molson, eh?
The fuck you talking about, mate? I'm American.
So, a 2-4 is a 24 pack of beer.
Mm-hmm.
And the long weekend before Memorial Day weekend is Canada's long weekend. It's technically Victoria Day weekend, but no one calls it that. Everyone calls it May 2-4 weekend because everyone gets a whole lot of beer and everyone cooks.
So
and...
Canada is hillbilly trash.
No. It also usually takes place around May 24th, so like that's the other part too, is like it's gonna be around May 24th, but no, it's no more hillbilly than all of the holidays in the US that's like I don't even know what we're celebrating, but we're getting beer and we're having a barbecue.
I'm not gonna lie, I hate barbecues.
It
is I can't even. Barbecuing is a southern thing.
Is it?
Yes.
Well, I guess to me
it's like most. Okay, so it's like, all of the southern states are, when they say, "Hey, we have good barbecue," it's like, if they're not good barbecue, they're out of business. All right. They are being ran out of the town because they got more than enough fucking beef to destroy an entire nation with its fucking manure. So you better make some good ass barbecue, but I don't like barbecue.
Fair. I mean, there is such thing as bad barbecue. I have definitely had a bad steak. In fact, I grew up with a lot of bad steak.
Yeah, and that's why Canada should stop having barbecues and stop being hillbilly trash.
I can't deny it. Shows like Trailer Park Boys exists, so.
I feel like I remember that show.
Oh my god. We watch that show on repeat at my house, and we quote it all the time.
Is that the one where like one of the guys go like
You might be thinking of Bubbles. Based on the noises, maybe. Oh, wait. That also might be the doll. Oh god. What the heck is the doll's name? I don't know. I can't remember right now. It's getting too late. My brain is taking the rest of the night off.
Is it taking the rest of the night off, or is that just normal brain going at normal speed? Because for some reason you got an RTX 3080, but you got an Intel an i3.
Man, if I knew more about computer hardware, I might appreciate that joke more. But I don't.
An i3. Okay, so the way Intel grades their CPUs is that like, okay, i3 is really good for office work, but it can be used for light gaming. i5 is good general purpose of gaming. Don't expect to go on high or ultra with most games. Just expect to go medium. While i7 and up is high to ultra.
Okay, no,
that
ain't me.
The 30, but you always have to pair those CPUs with the graphics card, even though all of them have integrated graphics. All CPU integrated graphics are crap, but when you try to essentially use the graphics card and the CPU together, it's like that's the sauce I'm talking about.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I am definitely not the i7, I think it was.
I said you're a 3080 with a i3.
Can't even give me i5? Come on. I at least play video games. I'm not good at it.
Hey. i3 can also play video games, but they're not good at it either.
Oh, okay. Well then.
You could play CSGO.
I'll give it to you.
And
fine.
LOL.
I'll be an i3. I'm good at office stuff.
There we go. See everybody, I always get the W's, no L's in this channel. Wait, I only win, never lose. Don't look at the rest of my fucking videos. Do not call out my L's.
We're gonna
If
play Apex
Playboy-
one day, and I'll get you some L's.
Well, they're gonna be your L's and not my L's.
Well, that's a team. That's a team game. We lose together.
Listen, do you really want to see toxic me?
Oh, probably not.
It's like I
do
am.
not handle nerd raging very well. Not
I
gonna
am just like, why the fuck did you go over there? I told you not to. What the fuck?
You want to trigger some PTSD? That's how you do it. Let's not go there.
I don't plan to. It's just like, I just plan to have a chill Apex session where you just suck, I suck less, and we're not even planning to get the chicken dinner at all. If we get the chicken dinner, then we get the chicken dinner.
That's what I had for dinner, actually. I had chicken. Chicken thighs.
Nice.
For all the thigh people out there, that's what I had for dinner.
Okay, one thing I don't understand is the thigh fetish.
I mean, I love the fact that thighs are celebrated because when I was a young and impressionable girl, you were not supposed to have any fat on your thighs, and you were also supposed to not have a butt crack somehow because low-rise jeans, somehow, those were never supposed to give you plumber's butt, so we had to somehow erase our own butt cracks. It was the thing.
I forgot that was a thing.
Oh, it's trying to come back too, and I'm like, God, no, anything but low rise, please.
I will never understand. It's like, I will never understand any version because it's like, I don't look at thighs. It's like, I look at what the thighs are attached to.
Fair.
Yeah. It's like, when I asked one person this, they said, like, I think Camille, she's a Neko VTuber. I asked her this exact same question. She said, thighs because they're connected to the butt.
Well,
Word for word, that was her answer.
It's all connected, I suppose. I mean, okay, so one thing that I'm glad is a thing now is that people can be into butts and also thighs because truly, you don't get to have a large butt and have no thighs. Like, that is impossible without Photoshop.
That is impossible without getting your thighs pumped.
God, is that a thing?
I imagine it would if someone developed the technology.
That is horrific.
As someone that is in terms of Overwatch character, I asked someone this. I asked Nina this. Top 10 hottest Overwatch characters, and I said I don't have a top 10, but I do have a number 1, and that's May. It's like everyone goes Tracer because of the booty and her personality radiates. It's like, no, I go with May. Look at that. That is a perfect fat to perfect assets ratio.
I mean, May is my favorite character because I don't care. Like, her lore says that she is from China, but prove me wrong. Any character that is dressed that warm and apologizes for killing you is clearly Canadian. That is my headcanon. Tell me differently.
I just imagine, like, she just pulls out, after she kills you, says, like, sorry, and then pulls out a Canadian ale and starts barbecuing on your corpse.
Hey, she's probably got a 2-4 emulsion in the ice blocks that she's creating, okay? So, like, honestly, this is just further perpetuating my headcanon.
She's like, I actually went to the tundra so I could cool off my 100-year supply of 2-4 emulsions.
Yes, that's it. She went to the beer store, she got a whole bunch of emulsion, she froze it, and was like, saving this for a rainy day.
No, that's wicked funnier. I got a grant from the Chinese government to research an anomaly in the Antarctic. So I spent all that money on beer and flew over there just to have ice cold beer every day.
Yeah, I mean, it checks out. It's a good use of money.
It is a great use of money, except for me, because I don't drink.
Yeah, I don't really drink anymore either. The
Oh, I
hangovers
just
last
never,
too long now.
I just never drunk. I, uh, so in the state I am in, it is an anomaly to not like barbecue, to also not like pizza, and on top of that, not even drink.
I have a
And I get
friend
so
who
many
might actually
questions.
be. I have a friend who dislikes cheese.
I'm lactose intolerant, so that's we have a thing in common.
She's not lactose intolerant. She just
I also
dislikes
dislike. I
cheese.
also dislike cheese before I knew about it.
Okay, fair. See, I also was born very lactose intolerant, but I love dairy and cheese too much that I told my body get tolerant because this is happening. And sure enough, I get a little congested, but it's all good.
Oh, we went back to the poop. We're back here, baby.
Nope.
Yeah, we're talking about poop again.
It
Everybody,
does
we
not
want.
have that effect on me anymore. It really doesn't. Coffee, I will give you, but dairy does not have that effect on me anymore. My body
Coffee.
got tolerant. I was like, this is happening.
Have you ever got tested
Eat
for
your
Crohn's?
cheese. Have I ever been tested for Crohn's? I have not. I don't. Okay, this is more Zilla lore that no one asked for. My gallbladder was removed, and that
That's
has
why.
been, yeah.
Okay, so it's like, most common symptoms for like Crohn's disease is that like, oh yeah, it's activated from your allergies, and also you can't have caffeine anymore.
No,
So you have.
it was ever since my gallbladder got removed. My body was just like, get punished.
It's like, you can't ingest this anymore. Get fucked, kid.
Yeah, pretty much. These are things you get to look forward to as you age.
Oh, ever played at? I can't believe I forgot to ask this question. Do you play VR, or have you ever played VR?
I've tried Beat Saber, but I'm afraid to try anything more intense because I'm really prone to motion sickness.
So, okay. One thing I want you to try, because these two games are an exercise and a half, and
Okay.
I love it. Gorn and Blade and Sorcery.
Gorn and Blade.
And if you're doing it on the
Sorcery.
Quest, they literally recently added Blade and Sorcery, and I'm gonna fucking buy that shit, man.
Okay, can it be done on the PS4 VR? Because that's
I
the
don't
only
know.
VR I have.
Gorn might be on PSVR, but I don't think Blade and Sorcery is.
Okay.
Because
I mean-
PlayStation VR is actually the worst VR.
Well, it's the one we have.
I was just talking about if we're just talking about pure VR tech.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's
No,
just like,
that's-
I don't
that's
like
all I have,
PlayStation in
and-
general just because of the company. But it's objectively... PSVR is objectively worse.
Alright, fair. I can appreciate that. Me and Scruffy have not been like super gung ho to continue investing in VR because both of us can get kind of motion sick. So it's like, do we want to spend hundreds of dollars on something that might just make us feel sick?
Okay, so believe it or not, there's like a Oculus, for instance. I don't know what PSVR does anymore. Has put shit tons of R&D into combating the motion sickness. You would have to buy a custom strap though, because for some reason Oculus cannot make a good fucking strap if it was financed.
Alright, fair.
Yeah, so it's like, just look up a review for good straps.
Looking into someday.
Yeah, I highly recommend looking into it, because it's like, so yesterday, before I had my collab with Daxus, I did my first workout in a while on VR, and it was on Gorn, which is my favorite one to do workouts in. If I do it in Beat Saber, I'll get bored because I'm just listening to the same songs over and over and over and over and over again.
Right.
Because like eventually you're just gonna hear all the songs. It's like, this again, and then you just perfect
Fair.
the movement. But Gorn, it hits different. You get
There,
all you need is to beat level 2, and then you get the fucking monkey hands, and then you're just punching the fucking shit out of everyone around you, and they're flying, and you feel like a god. So you're just putting all of your force into every single strike. You don't need to move. You don't need to move your character. They're gonna come to you. So you're just gonna go waboosh, waboosh on all of them. And it feels amazing.
Maybe it would work if I don't have to move. I don't know. I'd have to try it.
You do have to move for the challenges to get to level 2. Like, the very first challenge they do is make you... the very first thing they have you do is use a bow and arrow. And it's... the bow and arrow... To use the bow and arrow properly, you do have to move around because... positioning and movement is very important when using those things.
Got it. Yeah, that's the part that always makes me nervous. Is like if my mind thinks that I am moving but I am not, that is a potential recipe for motion sickness for me. And I think that, I don't know, my motion sickness seems so situational. So like me and Scruffy went to Disney recently, and there were so many VR rides, and I was like, let's see how it goes. This could be real bad. But it actually went over fine because there was, things that you sat on that made it feel like when you were falling in the VR, it made it feel like you were falling. And therefore I was okay. But if you put me in a car and I'm reading, and my mind is focused on something that is stationary on my phone, and I am moving, then that's just like instantly I feel sick.
Unironically, I have this theory of like the brains, like very simplified, obviously, because like I don't know anything about neurons and protons. So my theory is people are wired very illogically. So
that makes sense.
You are wired to be stupid.
Wow.
Well, I am wired to be a big brain genius because, okay, so for motion sickness people, they have the teleport. And that will typically help all the time. And they also have a blur effect mosaic for when you're moving around, because I guess that helps your brain realize that, yes, this isn't reality. You are still here. There's nothing confusing going on. You're not being goofed, gaffed, or anything. You're playing a game. Okay, you're playing a game. I think maybe that's what goes on.
See,
but
like, as a
that
creative,
shit pisses me off when I see the mosaic.
Okay, so here's another thing too. There's two ways that people can think. So, Zhao, out of curiosity, when you are thinking about something, do you picture it, or do you have an internal monologue?
Both.
Both. Okay, I'm jealous. So, for the most part, I have an internal monologue. And so, like, I have never read the Lord of the Rings books because there is so much just painstaking amounts of descriptions of environments, and I can't picture it.
A frog was eating a fly, and the tongue was bumpy and pink.
Yeah. Like, when we were getting into details like that, I'm like, okay, moving on. Like, what happened? Let's move on with the story. I will literally fall asleep 2 pages into a book that's like that because I'm just like, ugh. I can't picture any of this.
I actually have a little bit of a story with books. I have a history.
Ooh.
So, my teachers, my teachers have waged war on my mind. So, I have had multiple book assignments in my life, as every child has.
Yeah.
But one thing that teachers could not understand the concept of is the smell of books is like a neurotoxin to me. It will instantly knock me the fuck out after reading the third page.
Have you tried a Kindle?
The thing is that they don't provide that because they have to. So, the funny thing about school copyright is that they have to follow company copyright laws and not individual copyright laws because you are providing the same service to more than 10 children. So it's like when you have a class of 23, you have to get permission from the people that made Iron Giant to show the movie. It's like it's real easy to get permission for like movies like the Iron Giant, Bambi, and Interstellar.
Honestly, I'm surprised that Disney lets anything go to more than 10 people in a room.
Well, it's like no one watches Bambi anymore. No one.
That movie is so fucking sad.
Well,
That's why no one's watching it.
I think the real reason is that no one remembers Bambi.
Now, are you kidding me? Bambi, like, scarred me as a child.
I just remember, sad deer. Okay, moving on.
Okay, so let's talk about old movies and how big of a giant chicken that I am. Have you seen the movie Fern Gully?
I heard the name. Oh, is that the one where it's like, plastic love?
I feel like yes, that is one of the songs. See, I haven't watched it in so long because it like traumatized me as a child. But TLDR, the main villain is Pollution.
Yeah, that's him.
Pollution. And that movie scared me so bad as a kid that I was like, literally never again. I will never watch this movie again.
And it's like, if that was me watching it, I knew for a fact that if I was a kid watching that, I would be like, this guy's a fucking Chad. He's going like, slime beneath me, slime up above.
You know what it is? As a kid, I knew global warming was coming, apparently, and I was like, this is terrifying.
I was just like, well, global warming is coming, but it's like, I don't give a shit.
Ooh. I won't get political here.
It's like,
this is not the time.
It's like, it's a political hot take to not give a damn, but it's like, okay, here's the thing. My capitalist jokes are like almost jokes. I don't believe in capitalism, but if you were to tell me to kick a puppy for $30 million, I'll kick a puppy.
I'm assuming you meant to say that you'll kick it. You cut out a little bit on my side, so.
I said kick, yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I can kick a puppy for that much. I don't think there's any amount of.
Well, it's like here's the thing. They didn't say how hard.
No,
everyone says, "Oh," it's like, "Oh yeah, you said you want me to kick the puppy." Love tap. There we go. Moving on. Where's my $30 million?
Fair. Well, I hate to do this, Zhao, but
believe it or not, I kept track of the time this entire time. I have successfully kept you past your mark because I'm an asshole.
That's rude. Here, I thought we were just having a nice conversation.
Oh, we were. It's just like, my boy Daxis, anytime we end stream, I have a post-stream conversation with him, and we end up saying, keep talking for like an hour. It's like, oh, I gotta go. And it's like, okay, but wait a minute. I have this one topic I just thought about. And it's like, we keep going. Man. We keep going.
It sounds like when me and Ombre get on the phone. It's just like, oh, we'll just talk for like 45 minutes. 5 hours later.
Yeah, that's just me with anybody.
I can see it. I can see it. But
yeah, why do you think I made a talk show? I'm the perfect host. I will talk to anybody for hours.
Oh, God. I do have to work tomorrow, though. And I've had so much work. So,
yeah.
I am not going to allow you to keep me here until
11. Oh, yeah. What's your favorite game of all time?
I am putting my big chinchilla foot down.
No, not the chinchilla foot. Not the chinchilla foot.
It's got weird toes.
God, the toes.
The toes, okay.
The toes.
See, you should add that to your question, Zhao. The next person you should ask: thighs, ass, booba,
Or feet.
armpits, or feet. There are so
Yeah.
many weird feet
I
people
keep
out there.
forgetting to add the feet.
The feet.
It's
I'm
like
not a foot
armpits
person.
weird me out so much because like I've been surrounded by foot fetish people. So it's like,
Oh,
every person that likes feet, whatever. People that like armpits though.
that
Oh my god.
that's weird.
Yeah, I was like, that's the one that strikes me as weird. It's also my little sister's favorite fetish.
Weird.
Yeah, she
No
tells me like,
judgment. All the power to her.
oh, I judge
I
all
can't get
day. I tell her like, dude, that's fucking weird.
Hey, you know what? If that's her thing, that's her thing. I'm sure she's not
Yeah.
the only person out there.
Oh,
All the
she's
power to
not.
her.
She's not.
Just
She'll
not my
like
jam.
out of context send me like sweaty armpit steam pics that people draw, and it's like, why? Why do you do this to me? Why are you like this?
Yeah. That's a. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right.
By the way,
Thank you so much.
I was 1 minute away from the
You
30 mark.
know,
I was 1 minute away.
You might get to it while we're arguing. There you
Oh,
go.
there we got it.
And-
Oh, I win. Oh my god. You have no idea how
That's
much I wanted to get
another
that. You have no idea how hard that was my mark. I was like, I will definitely get to the 10-minute mark, but will I get to the 30? Will I get to
You
the
did.
30?
I was watching the clock and my energy levels, and I was like, I'm all right. But the problem is that I am still awake, and it's 10:30, and that's a problem. So I'm gonna chat with you later. Thank you again so much for having me on your podcast. This was super fun. Mission semi-successful.
I popped into
Bloody
it.
Karma, don't encourage him.
No, encourage me. Bloody karma. This is going to happen to you when you get on the talk show. I hope you're fully aware of this. I can talk for hours.
Oh, I can too when I want to. I can. Not saying that I don't want to. I could chat with you for much longer. But
Oh, yeah, I know it.
you
I can tell, but it's like, that work, huh? Let me see how far I can push this. How fun can Mr. Zhao be?
He can be a lot of fun, but he does not pay the bills. So
Yeah, I
work.
actually
work
can't even say that.
definitely
I
takes
have
precedence.
sent bits. I have sent bits.
You have, but my mortgage is a little bit more than what bits can pay for, unfortunately.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Fucking way she goes.
Yep. Anyway,
Alright.
I would like to thank all of you beautiful people for coming to today's podcast stream. Thank you to Chinzillah for even bothering to come. I was like somewhat scared that it might not even happen because actually I probably would just ask Dax just to come in and say, you're coming here or else, Dax. That's probably what I would have done. And he'd be like, okay.
Chat with me or else.
Yeah, because he knows. It's like, oh, Zhao is so fun to talk to, but if I let him, he'll just talk my ear off until like 1 o'clock, and I have so much fun, but I won't sleep.
That's the thing. Sleep is important.
Sleep is
Anything
for the
less than
weak.
6 hours will slowly kill you. Don't do it.
I actually only sleep for 6 hours.
Cutting it close. You should get at least 7 hours of sleep. 7 hours.
So
of
to put it in
sleep, or you'll get
perspective,
dumb like
I
me.
go to sleep at 10, wake up at 4, arrive at work either before 5 or at 5. Go to sleep for an hour before work even starts typically, or 2 hours before work starts. Because I drive 40 minutes there.
That I used to have the 40 minute commute. I understand. I used to have like a
Up to you,
70
Bloody
minute
Karma.
commute.
I will happily
But-
have you here next week on Wednesday.
Yay! Bloody Karma, I'm looking forward to getting to know you better. I will follow you on Twitter.
Actually, I'll title it pre-debut interview stream with Bloody Karma.
Fun. Alright, so all that work talk reminds me, Zhao, you better be downloading that app.
Which one again?
We need I don't know what's actually called. I'm sure that if you look for Poop Timer, it's out there and you can do the math to figure out your salary.
I am more scared of it being malware, to be honest.
Oh wait, are you an Android user? Because that's
Yes.
possible. Okay, so I'm an
Okay,
Android
Apple
user.
pretends like there's not malware on their app store. There's totally fuck tons of malware, and they just ignore it.
I'm sure it's out there, but it's a lot harder to get through. As someone who has worked with companies that have put apps on the App Store, I know the grueling process that apps are put through. To put malware on the Apple Store would definitely be a feat.
A feat that has been
Not,
done several times,
not the
surprisingly.
gross kind.
Okay,
Not the
now
gross.
now I have to find Chinchilla feet and tweet it at you because you said that. It's like, hey everybody, I just finished my stream with at Chinzillah and then post feet.
Nope, there are no feet to be found here.
Listen,
I will find pictures of my
if you
feet.
if you hold Control and then right mouse click, you can move your character around at VC face, and we can see the feet.
Oh, should we do the foot reveal?
I'll do it if you do it.
Alright, hold on. You guys will be sorely disappointed because my model has shoes.
Same here. My model only wears shoes.
Okay. Oh, what?
Oh, wait, you know what I can do, actually? I'll switch to bikini mode.
I don't know what happened.
I'll give you guys some eye candy while I'm at it. Actually, this has feet. This has feet. This is perfect.
Oh.
Alright. Chin, are you ready?
No, how do I do it again? I just rotated
Hold control.
my character and...
Hold control and right mouse.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright. I accidentally did an upskirt shot. Don't tell me.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Feet. See everyone,
Check
it's
out the-
feet.
Them
I'm
high
dead.
tops, okay?
I'm dancing on my desk with feet. VTuber feet. Oh god,
Whee!
VC face feet are kind of grody.
Alright. Well, that was a fun way to end everything. I found out that if you hold control and left click, you can change where your light source is at, so that's cool.
Yeah, I like messing with that. I actually messed with it a little bit to make the lighting feel more natural on my model.
Interesting. Yeah, I've not worked with that, but I am now. So that's fun. And now my character looks as pale as I am in real life.
So
undead.
I guess I go back to the intro, outro again. I hope you guys enjoyed this flash reveal of Booba and Feet, and my exclusive interview with Chinzillah. I have taken her first podcast.
You have. It's true. Oh, there
Yes.
I am.
And I hope all of you have a very, very lovely evening, afternoon, morning, blah, blah, blah. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, I don't care anymore. Have your religious holidays and throw it up a trash fire. See ya!